More teachers are leaving now more than ever before, and it's not because they've stopped caring. It's because they've been asked to give more than any human possibly can. When the system breaks its teachers, the whole society eventually pays the price.
This article was published this morning. It says teachers are leaving careers they love in a last-ditch effort to save their mental health. How did we get here? Maybe it's because when teachers say they're struggling, we respond with, no, you're not. Maybe it's because when they ask for more money, we say you shouldn't be in it for the money. When they say they're burnt out, we say try caring less. Don't work as hard, do the bare minimum. We ask for changes in education policy, and instead they say, why don't we regulate what you can and can't say? Why don't we make a policy that lets everybody be a teacher? Like, teachers are over here wanting to unalive themselves, and we respond with, make sure you're taking care of yourself. If you actually try to live outside of work, you'll probably get in trouble for it. Oh, you didn't do this perfectly? You're gonna get criticized for it.
Teachers keep saying they're drowning, but very few people actually listen. The mental health crisis in education isn't a side issue. It's the core reason people are leaving.
Okay, so I love teaching, and literally at 3 p.m. when I was a teacher, I would not be human at all. I could barely even form an articulated thought or do really anything. Now it's 3 p.m. I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm in the sales space, and genuinely I'm on a break right now. I work until 6 tonight, and I don't really care. I'm okay, 2.5 more hours, okay. Whereas with teaching, I would count down every single minute. Minute by minute, I'd be okay. And minute by minute, I would just feel worse. My mental health would be just going downhill. And after work, oh God, ask me to do anything after work or even ask me to talk to you after work. Absolutely not. Now that I'm not teaching, suddenly I have energy. Suddenly I have, I don't know, a life. It's just wild what leaving a job that was not for you can do for you. Maybe that job for you isn't teaching. Maybe you love teaching. Maybe you're in the nursing field, or honestly, you could be in the sales space and be it's not for me. I just think once you leave that toxic job, you never look back, and that's how you know you made the right decision.
When a teacher spends the entire day counting down the minutes, the job has already consumed everything outside of school. You shouldn't have to sacrifice your entire identity just to make it through the week.
I just mentally could not handle it anymore. But I had no idea what I was going to do with my life because, as I said before, that's all I ever imagined doing. So I labored over this decision for probably close to a year. I did not know how I was going to leave my benefits and my health insurance, and I'm a single mom with 2 kids, and it's a very difficult decision to make and take a leap of faith into the unknown for your mental health. But let me tell you this, I did make the decision. It got to the point where every month I was struggling to even buy a gallon of milk for my kids. And this is with a master's degree, an educated woman in a profession that should be respected and paid appropriately. I was struggling to buy a gallon of milk, and that's when it was time. It was time for me to go. So currently I am bartending because I was working a second job as a bartender while I was teaching to make ends meet. I left my teaching profession. I took the leap of faith and I started bartending, and I work 3 days a week, and I double my monthly income bartending in a small bar in a small town, working 3 days a week, and I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays and Sundays, and I'm with my kids, and I can take them on trips and I can spend time with them. And I just got my own health insurance, and I stick money in savings for retirement, and I'm doing all of the things that I never dreamed were possible, and I'm happy. So if you're thinking about making a switch and leaving teaching, please know that it's scary at first, but it is 100% worth it.
This is the reality. Even teachers with advanced degrees are burning out. Managing wildly different cultural backgrounds and severe behavior issues makes teaching feel more like crowd control. And the fact that she earns more as a bartender than as a teacher says everything about how broken the system is.
Did you know that 55% of teachers are planning on leaving the profession in the next year or two? 44% of schools posted teaching vacancies in the last year. 61% of admin have found it difficult to hire teachers. And 30% of teachers are chronically missing work. It's no news that there's a teacher shortage, but why? 3/4 of educators have 2 jobs. Since COVID, 80% of teachers have reported worse behavior in students. 75% of teachers have reported stress-related health issues. And 28% of teachers report problems with depression. There's a million other reasons. What should you do about it?
When you hear the numbers laid out, shortages, teachers juggling 2 jobs, rising depression, it stops being a personal issue and becomes a national crisis. These aren't isolated stories. They're data points in a system that's collapsing. Stats don't lie. Teachers are in trouble.
So I'm a teacher and I am leaving work almost 2 hours early because of suffering and being threatened by a student. Let's talk about why so many teachers are quitting the profession. I have never dealt with such unruly, crazy, traumatic experiences in my life. No matter how kind you are, how loving, how intelligent you are as a teacher, how cool you are, how great you dress, you are always going to have students who need to be worked on at home. And because they don't have any work they're getting done at home, they bring the disrespectfulness to you as a teacher. I just had a student threaten me because he was playing inappropriate stuff on his phone. I tried to take his phone. He wouldn't leave. So I sent him out to the office. He threatened me because I sent him out. And the dean of the school sent him right back to class, to my class. I'm up at the top with no protection. There's no one surrounding. I'm looking in the hallways, no security, no anything. And threatened me not only with himself, but with a parent. So now not only do I need to worry about what you may do to me, I have to worry about walking to my car because I don't know what your parent is capable of. And this is just one of hundreds of experiences that I have to deal with on a daily basis with these students. They don't do any work. I'm spending all this time lesson planning and doing these fun lessons. They don't do any work. They talk. I've never heard such foul, disgusting language in my life. They do not listen. And on top of that, the district and the school is not going to back you as a teacher. The student will be back in your class within minutes or maybe the next day, but they can't do anything. There's no such thing as expulsion anymore. Kids can't get expelled, and they know that. So they know that they can do whatever they want. There's also no more school police. That does not exist. They do not have school police anymore. So at this point, I am not doing my job. I don't get the chance to teach because I'm too busy having to reprimand students who don't listen, who don't do any work, who want to threaten you if you ever even try and show a little bit of authority. Forget the lesson plan. Forget trying to teach them. Forget them trying to learn because they will threaten to call their parents on you if you take their phone or if you kick them out of class. And these kids are bigger than me. Sometimes these kids are bigger than me. So I should be afraid. And they don't check backpacks, so I don't know if the student is lying.
Student threatens a teacher and is immediately sent back to class. That teacher learns her safety is optional. The student might be from a very bad background, and that makes the situation even more complicated. But fear is fear, and she had every right to feel unsafe. No job is worth wondering if today is the day something goes wrong.
I quit education 2 years ago. I was a teacher for 8 years. I have a master's degree in education. Ultimately, the reasons that I left was because I realized how bad it was getting and that absolutely nobody was doing anything to make it better. I looked around and I said, I am 29 years old. I cannot do this until I retire. Like, absolutely nobody is coming. And the issues that we were experiencing were ones that had been steadily increasing since I became a teacher. And that's why, like, if you ask a teacher who has been in the classroom for 15, 20 years, those are, the veteran teachers, what was it like when you started and what is it like now? They'll say it was a different world. This is not what we signed up for. This is not what people thought they were getting into. Lack of support from parents, lack of support from admin, student behavior, the implications of testing and that being tied to your job, the student's performance tied to your job performance. I don't want to go into my forever sleep because people brought things to schools and local areas could do nothing about it. Pay is horrendous. I was making $47,000 as a teacher with a master's degree and 8 years of experience. Schools are deeply under-resourced and the public is actively trying to defund public education.
Veteran teachers say the same thing. The job today barely resembles what it was 15 years ago. Student behavior is different, resources are stretched thin, and teachers are expected to adapt without support. It's not that they changed, it's that the entire ecosystem shifted under their feet.
I am leaving teaching after this year. I have no plans but to be a stay-at-home mom and to take care of myself, take care of my son, focus on us. As much as I love teaching, the last 2 years have been really hard. Just a lot of things going on, but it's just not what it used to be for me at this point, and I've lost a lot of my passion and a lot of my energy and my love and everything that I've always put into teaching the last almost 6 years. And so I am not coming back to teaching. This is my last year at the school that I'm currently at, and my last year for now. I'm taking a break to, again, stay home with Aaron, and I'm really excited about it. I feel at peace. I feel happy. I'm sad that this journey is ending for me right now, for now. But I know God has other plans for me, and as of right now, it's just being present and being healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, within my own life and my own family before I can give 100% of myself to my students. And right now, I do not think I can give 100% of myself into another year. So I am quitting teaching.
Leaving teaching to become a stay-at-home mom is still a full-time job, just a different kind. Many teachers reach this crossroads where they realize they can pour into their own kids instead of a system that drains them. If teachers have the means to quit and they're not happy, I can see them doing it. But most of us don't have a choice but to teach, so we have to do the best we can.
Well, and this is me before the first day of school. I probably shouldn't cry yet, but I do want to. I just have a pit in my stomach, and I don't feel good about today or this year, and I wish I did, but I just don't. And I want to get out.
Update, it is the 3rd week of school, and I still cry on my way to work every single day, sometimes during my lunch break too. I've applied to 10 different jobs this weekend, and I'm just praying so hard that at least someone says something, I at least get an interview. I don't know, because I truly don't know how much longer I can do.
Update, it is the 4th week of school, and I turned in my resignation this weekend. Never in a million years did I ever think that I would turn in my resignation, but I just know that enough is enough, and I am just truly done. I haven't gotten a response yet, so we'll see how today goes. I'm not expecting anything good, but I have 6.5 days, and then I'm out of here. End of day update. My resignation was accepted, which I am completely shocked about. I thought they were going to deny it and that they would probably take my license away. They didn't do that. They just accepted it. It's the 5th week of school, and it's my last week of school. I'm resigning on Friday, or I guess my last day, because I already resigned, is on Friday. And you would think that I'm excited because it's my last week, but I honestly have the most debilitating anxiety ever just thinking about having to get through 4 more days. And I think that says a lot about my choice and where I'm at now. You would think, oh, it's just 4 more days. Like, you should be so excited you can get through it. But I just don't even feel like I can get through the 4 days. That's how bad it is. But I know I'll do it, and I'll be relieved when it's over. This is Mrs. Jekyll, and this is me after my last day of school. It's done. I'm not a teacher anymore, and I don't know how to feel. It's very bittersweet because this is not how I wanted to leave teaching, but I am grateful for a new chapter, so stay tuned for that.
Panic attacks at work are a sign your body is rejecting the environment. She pushed through the final days on pure hope, praying something better would come. And when she finally walked out that last day, gratitude was the first feeling that returned, because leaving gave her her life back. This is not what it's supposed to be like. We as teachers are supposed to enjoy our work, teaching students, not to be stressing out and wanting to leave the profession. If we want to keep good teachers, we need to start valuing them beyond slogans and appreciation weeks. Real change starts with acknowledging the problem and refusing to ignore it any longer. Thanks for watching, and let's keep pushing this conversation forward.